Hey guys, wanted to share something with you that's pretty good story, pretty good advice. Some advice I wish I could have taken over the years, and especially recently. But I went to the award show. I met up with my buddy Seth Gamble. He's the new guy. Well, not new. He's been around, but he kind of took off where I left. He got the good movies, and I've always kind of mentored him, and he's always kind of looked up to me, and now the roles are reversed. Now he's the guy. He's on top, and I thought the main purpose was to go to this award show in Tampa was going to be to it's for the ego. They tell you, they gave me a little homage to my career and the things I've done. Yeah, and it's good. And they tell stories, and it was, you're a part of the show and you're up on stage telling your thing. But that's not what it was. That's not. I don't think that was the purpose of me being there. Seth asked me to go to an AA meeting because a little story about Seth. He was bad into alcohol. I mean, bottles and bottles of liquor a day, plus bags of cocaine every day, all day, every day. That's just how he did it. And I could tell you stories that would just make you go, So, and then one day he hit rock bottom, and he lost people that were true to him. He lost his girl. He lost everything, and he just said, enough is enough. I'm done. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. And he got himself together. He's went to the rehab. He's done the 12-step program. He's done the AA meetings every day. And he asked me to go sit in one. By the way, he's been sober for a year and a half, clean, no relapse. So I was like, yeah, I'll go sit in. Why not? And listening to the stories were just amazing, because we got this huge storm coming up. It's heading towards up the Panhandle, and I just made some friends there recently, and I'm praying I have fingers crossed for them. And you think about, that's not the only storm. This could be a storm anywhere. It could be a storm inside your head. It could be a storm, whatever you're going through. And we have it's easy. It's natural to whatever you believe in, whether it be God, the higher spirits, or just whatever you believe in. You pray and you say, God, make that person come back into my life, or make that job. And that's what I learned from these guys. They weren't praying that. They were, these people were like normal, everyday, but they were just praying. They weren't, hey, can I have my job back? I wish my wife would come back in my life. I'm sure they want those things. They were praying to say, God, please, just give me the power not to drink today. Not to have a drink. Give me the power not to, don't make them come back to me, or give me the traits. Give me the qualities to make that person want to come back to me, into my life. And so I started thinking about that. And there's been so many times where I've been guilty of that. You pray for this to happen, or I want that, or I want this car. I wish, I hope my drums or whatever. The things that I used to, think were important. Instead, or if somebody leaves you, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, whatever, and then you say, please, God, just make them come back. No, and from now on, I'm going to take it. The advice I got from them was, give me the traits, give me the strength and the power to make that person, to make them want to come back in my life, or make that job when I go for that next day, they pick me. That's kind of what I got out of it. And it was really eye-opening seeing that meeting. And one thing I learned, I ain't gonna preach about alcohol, but don't push send. Some of the worst decisions I've ever made were drinking, and when you drink and you're trying to drown something, your worst fears come true. Because all the things you don't want to happen is gonna happen. You're gonna say something, don't push send. Okay, live by this. If somebody hurts you and you want to say something back, and you've been drinking, sleep on it. If the next day when you wake up, if you still want to say it, then push send. But sleep on it. I think that's the best advice I can give people, whatever you're going through. And we always want to get a little alcohol, make it feel a little bit better, maybe just numb the pain. I get it. I'm not going to preach to you about that. I know when it's time for me to slow down. I had to. I was like, wait a minute. This is not good. And I've lost things, saying stuff where I woke up the next day and I had to go through my phone to see what I said, and I'm like, oh no. The hell are you thinking, man? And now it's too late for some of the things I did. So, but you can learn from it. So just don't push send. And weather that storm in your head. You're not alone. Like I said, you're not doing this alone. It's going to get better, and it's going to be a sunny day. And it sounds stupid and cliche, but weather that storm.